Hey everybody, this is Nerd in Denial, back with another review for you. And this time, we're doing a movie. We haven't done a movie in a while.
Nope.
And I chose this movie specifically because next weekend we'll be reviewing the live-action Bleach movie. So I thought, let's set her bar low in terms of live-action adaptations of manga/anime properties. We watched Dragon Ball Evolution, which in my opinion is one of the worst... No, not one of the worst adaptation of anything put to live action. Oh my god, this movie's bad. But I'm not the one who watched it for the first time.
I did.
So, let's start, because there's no opening or anything like that, why don't we start with the premise, the story. God, that was lazy.
Yep.
It was so goddamn lazy.
Yep.
You had...
Yep.
How do you change so much of a story that was proven to work? Why? I know why. Because they were adapting Dragon Ball, where Goku was a 10-year-old, and that wouldn't be relatable to the target audience. So let's make him a teenager and cringy and sorry.
You get okay. And then come back.
Yeah. Cast.
Wrong.
So much wrong.
So much wrong.
I don't mind the white guys playing Goku. And I know, but here's the thing. I know this actor can do better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So does she. This actor can do better. We know he's good. What's his name?
I don't know his... I think it's like Justin Chastain or something. I don't know his actor's name, but he's Jimmy Steve from Shameless.
So we know he's better than this.
Yeah.
But this script and this directing was atrocious and gave them nothing to work with.
Nope.
Though his performance was shaky at times. There was a lot of monotone delivery.
I think you could tell at what point during the project that they stopped giving a shit.
I mean, when they said... Or was it they stopped giving a shit, or they just kind of went back in themselves and they realized, we said yes to this script.
Yeah, like, oh no. We should not put this...
Or did they just think, or did they just hear they're making a live-action Dragon Ball movie and went straight in without reading the script first?
I doubt that. I highly doubt that.
He wasn't in the movie very long. Gohan, the grandfather. Honestly, one of the better characters. He was emotional. He delivered the lines very well, even though they were really, 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 really shitty lines.
Yes.
And you killed him off.
Yep.
You killed him off.
Okay, bye.
Bulma, just once again, we know
she's better.
So much better.
Cause she's Fiona and Shameless.
Bulma briefs.
She's so good.
The way she said Bulma briefs,
yep.
You can look into her eyes and went, oh shit.
Yup. She's so good. Just not in that. Not in that.
It's
not in that.
I'd be ever so grateful if you could let us out of here. I will give her this. She was just about as useful in Bulma in the actual show. That's one thing they got right. So, another thing that they had a fucking gold mine to work with, the staff. Gohan's staff is a thing. It's called the power pole. Don't joke. And it has the ability, if you say power pole extend, it extends a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why they didn't do it.
No, does it now?
Chi-Chi. What the actual fuck? And again, we know she's better than this. She's in Once Upon a Time.
Yep. As Mulan. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
You know, they got so many actual good actors and big names.
And then destroyed them.
Like, to the point where I thought this would have Before I watched or saw Shameless, I thought it killed their careers. I honestly thought Goku and Bulma's careers were dead after this movie.
No.
Apparently,
well, Amy Rossum she's done some bad movies.
I've never seen her in anything else.
She's done that. She was Christine in Phantom of the Opera movie when she was like 17, 18 years old. But then she got the long running Shameless until this season.
And
then Jimmy Steve was in it for like 4 seasons.
They made a name for themselves in Shameless. Good for them. Let's go to Master Roshi, who is one of the biggest Chinese actors ever. He acted more like something out of a George Lopez episode.
Yeah.
With the Hawaiian shirts, which I get as part of the character.
The very, over-eccentric.
Which, again, it's the character, but it's not. Because when it came to Roshi in the show, Roshi is the, energetic pervert. But when shit gets real, he becomes the most serious and sometimes the most badass of fighters. The first time, if I'm remembering this correctly, because I haven't seen Dragon Ball in years, the first time you actually see the Kamehameha, it is Roshi using it to stop some natural disaster. And he takes his shirt off and he's buff. Overly buff as what you saw, but he is buff. And that's when he starts teaching Goku and Krillin, Krillin's in the show, the Kamehameha. And then said they taught him airbending, because apparently Last Airbender, they thought, let's take that before they make a Last Airbender movie, which also bombed.
Do you want to talk about the biggest disappointment character-wise in the whole?
One sec.
In the whole.
How is Gohan? Gohan. Moving on. Piccolo. If you want to talk about where you get every mark wrong, Piccolo.
What did they do to you?
That was their actual first words when Piccolo appeared on screen. I went, and that's Piccolo. And she went, what did they do to you?
What? Huh?
The outfit. Also, the amount of unexplained plot holes.
The outfit, the
makeup job,
the nothing happening on the face ever. There's no emotion. There's no.
He probably can't move with that much makeup on.
Just give me some sort of bullshit. I have seen enough horror movies with people that have fucking makeup. No. You can deliver a solid performance with that much shit on.
Not unless you read the script of Dragonball.
And then you go, oh my god, fuck.
I signed on for this. And apparently at first they signed on for a 3-movie deal. Which is why we get the mid-credit scene to reveal that Piccolo is still alive, which, by the way, was all one shot. I don't know if you noticed. It's all one shot.
Yeah.
You wasted the time, energy of the cameraman, the effort, the thought process to do all of the obvious reveal in one shot. Even though which only needs to take 20 seconds, took over 90. All you need to do was show her walking into the room and Piccolo. No, you see her pick up the plants out of the garden. Take them to the water, and then put them in the bowl and crush them. And why?
And I love when he rolls over, it's like there's just nothing on his face. He's just like, just nothing. There's nothing there. There's not anger. I mean, it's par
for the course.
There's not anger. There's nothing.
I'll give him that. He's consistent in his lack
nothing.
Of yeah. Let's talk about effects and sets and cheap and lazy and why. First of all,
bad.
I love how, and I even said this when we were watching, I love how when Goku finds the goddamn, I think it's called a gi, from the show, you can hear his grandfather laughing. Like, even I can't believe you're gonna wear this fucking shit.
Yeah. And then the amount of times that it's like, during the fight, he's random, like, he's in it.
He's in his normal clothes.
And then
car
all of a
crashes
sudden,
Gi. Then he becomes Ozaru.
And then
the Gi opens to show his bare chest.
And
when
then
he goes back,
it's tied back and everything's fine. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Or they dig a hole underground to end up at a volcano.
And the amount of times that Bulma's tracker thingy dinged.
We have been in the bottom of the hole for hours. Oh, now there's Dragonball here. Your thing sucks.
Like, your thing sucks and it has the worst signal known to mankind.
Also, then fucking Roshi. Alright, we're done. Flies out. Why didn't you do that before?
And then, to top it all off, so we got the Dragon Balls. We're gonna do the wish. We're gonna not bring our grandfather back. We're gonna bring this dude back instead.
Which I get, the guilt is there because Goku
But your grandfather, you should be guilty that you left him on your birthday. How dare you?
And, like...
You shitty person.
One perfect wish. I wish everybody who was killed because of Piccolo was back. Done! No one... To be fair, no one ever thinks the goddamn wishes through in the actual show
you
either.
Stupid Goku! You left him! How dare you? He had a cake waiting for you, you stupid, selfish brat!
Why was Goku in high school?
Because he's relatable, and then if he has a problem, if he's the little twerp, and then he has to fight the bullies, and then he gets the girl.
The Kamehameha looked terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It looks fucking awful.
And then he gets the girl.
We summon smoke from our hands.
Hey, they're all so much better in other shows.
There are fan-made movies on YouTube that looked better.
If you want to see any of these actors...
I'm talking about effects.
Yeah.
I'll give the costume, like the gi itself looked good.
Yes.
It just not him wearing it.
Well, no, because he's a scrawny little white boy.
You know what I realized? In the final fight, Bulma's got 2 guns. She throws one to Yamcha, which, by the way, Yamcha.
No, it's not.
What?
What the fuck?
Anyway, she throws one to Yamcha. Yamcha gets bitch slapped by Goku in monkey form, which, by the way, I love how he's 12 feet tall.
Continue.
And then all of a sudden, Bulma's got 2 guns again when she fights the assassin bitch, who has no story. What's her name? Where's she from? How did she join Piccolo? Other questions that are not answered. How did Piccolo escape? Where did Piccolo get an airship? What the fuck are the things that Piccolo summoned using his blood? The show, or not movie.
I also love we're gonna make a human bridge. And then he gets out somehow.
Without using the
human bridge.
That he had to make. There are so many inconsistencies and plot holes.
There's so many plot holes. If you want to see all of these actors
are good.
And
not
other
in
things.
there. Okay, maybe not Yamcha. Not familiar with Yamcha's
Not familiar.
Didn't look him up on IMDb. Couldn't give a shit. Couldn't even give less of a shit.
You can go see Jimmy, Steve, and Fiona and Shameless if you want to see Goku and Bulma actually do things, and if you want to see them naked.
If you didn't,
you get to see Jimmy, Steve's butt,
and you get to see
Goku's butt.
Anyway, you can see them in better things.
Yes, but
this movie is so. You could absolutely tell this was a cash grab.
Oh yeah,
like they made the movie just so they could have this. If it wasn't for the fact that the Dragon Balls are actually in it, the name of the characters are actually in it, and the name, it's just a bad sci-fi original Kung Fu movie with Dragon Ball for a title.
You know what this movie, just the feel of it and the stupidness of it and the CGI bullshit, like, you know what it kind of reminds me of? Spy Kids. But...
worse!
No, yes.
But worse.
Worse. And Spy Kids has the redeeming factor of...
it's a kid's movie?
It's a kid's movie.
This is...
we grew up with it.
Which if we go back and watch movies...
if we go back and watch it now, it's like, oh, why did we like that?
Especially Spy Kids 3D. Oh my god, that movie's so cringy now. We should review those.
But... This was marketed to teenagers.
I paid to see this movie when it first came out.
This was
I'm going to
marketed
repeat
to
that.
teenagers.
I paid.
We were teenagers when this movie came out.
Yes, I was 17. I was 17 years old when this movie came out. Pretty much Goku's age in movie. And I said... Also, the fighting scene at the party where he slides on his hair.
Also, the fact that he can't gel his fucking spikes down.
Which, I'll give them this. That is kind of like a what-if scenario that has happened for characters like Goku and Vegeta before. Because...
That's
spiky,
too much hair.
So spiky, and you're wondering, what happens if they try to gel it? Can they keep it? So...
That was funny,
it
but
was
it
a
was not...
bad joke.
But it did not need to...
Be a thing?
Fling the gel everywhere after it popped back up. That was not necessary. No, but the headstand slide thing was fucking stupid. The fight was fine if it wasn't for that. Honestly, that was the worst part of it.
No, the second worst part of it is the monotone delivery when the actual bully comes out. They've been showing me what they got. Nothing. That was so monotone and my ear just rang. Nothing. Just, he looked so disinterested.
'Cause he was.
They knew, everybody in this movie was just waiting for their paycheck.
Everyone knew. They were
I'll give Roshi this. He tried a couple times.
Everyone was like, oh, Dragonball, that's a big title. Let's just get
You can tell, you can pretty much tell when Roshi stopped. I am Wu-Tang Roshi! Oh, shit, I said yes to this. And then nothing afterwards. Oh my god. Also, he never actually practiced Kamehameha, and he could just do it. Because to be at one with myself, I must be two. That's the stupidest line ever uttered in movies.
I mean, he practiced it a little bit.
No, he practiced mastering his ki. There's a difference.
Ah, right.
Which, by the way, that entire scene was stupid.
Oh, that entire thing was awkward.
Also, how do you take the most simplest, most imitated move in all of anime history and fuck it up? It's just by the hip, done. That's it. And you say Kamehameha. Not... What is that? And I'm not exaggerating. It's literally this.
Yeah.
It's literally this. And then it's Kamehameha. I love his delivery on that at the final fight. You can tell he was done. This movie's so bad. I have seen this movie more than once. Only because it's so bad, you have to show other people. Especially who are anime fans. Especially if they're fans of Dragon Ball. You have to show this to them. Anybody who watches Avatar The Last Airbender has to watch M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender. Because you have to see everything great requires something shit, apparently.
Apparently, that's the balance of the world.
So, let's hope and pray Bleach does not do this.
Well, we've watched another live action adaptation.
Please tell me you're talking about Full Shit Alchemist.
Yeah, that.
That movie was terrible.
Which we have reviewed. We
have reviewed. And there are good live action anime movies. We reviewed 3 of them on TokuCast. They were all for the same anime, but that doesn't matter. The Rurouni Kenshin trilogy is compared to these is a masterpiece of a film series. But they are really good. Especially if you like Rurouni Kenshin. Okay, I take that back. I had a friend who was obsessed with Rurouni Kenshin the manga, watched the first one, thought it was awful. Because every time something was different, she, lost her mind.
Well, that's how most fangirls are. Fanboys are.
But notice, I didn't say most of my complaints about this movie aren't because it was different than the source material.
It's just that it was shit. If they had made it different but made it good.
Yeah, I get when you have to adapt something like this, especially something that's this long.
Yeah.
To an hour and 25 minutes. They couldn't even get an hour and a half. I love that. I understand changes had to be made. But to quote the Nostalgia Critic during the last Airbender review, they have to be changes that make sense!
Yeah.
Goku becoming a teenager could work. because there was a moment, there was a time skip, but he already met Chi-Chi. He already beat Piccolo. He already did all this shit. But when you just do it to make it more relatable to the audience, you've already fucked up. This is not a movie that you need to relate to the audience, because this is not a movie for people who have not watched Dragon Ball before. This is not a movie for people who have not watched Dragon Ball before.
No. And I have not watched Dragon Ball, but I watched DBZ abridged.
So you have the.
So I know who Piccolo and Goku and
you
all
know
them are.
You knew the basic premise, which is why I knew you could watch this movie and still know where it fucked up.
Yeah.
Because that's the great thing about a bridge series; they give you just enough.
Yeah.
But let's hope Bleach goes more towards Rurouni Kenshin and less towards this.
And we've watched the trailer.
And it does look like changes are being made.
Yes.
But I think they are, and from what I hope, they are changes that are making sense, because the arc they are doing leaves off on a very big cliffhanger. So I think they're trying to get one coherent story. But
we'll have to wait and see.
I got hopeful for the Full Metal Alchemist movie too, so we've been here before.
We'll have to wait and see.
Come join us next week and see what you think.
Yep, that will be the review for next week.
Thank you guys so much for joining this rant version of Nerd in Denial. I've never hated a movie so much.
Thank you so much to everyone who came out yesterday for our suicide prevention stream over on the TokuCast YouTube.
If you cut out before the end, we did make over $200, which we are donating to the Crisis text line.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you guys so much. And we will be doing more streams. TokuCast is actually talking about doing a once-a-month gaming stream.
And I'll probably pop in for all of them because I love streaming.
Especially if we're playing Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Fuck yeah.
And I won Monopoly. Boosh, boosh,
It was
boosh,
team
boosh.
winners yesterday. We won all the games.
Ah,
Team winners over here.
But until then, subscribe. Go join our Instagram, Twitter,
Twitch.
Please
We're at 29 followers. We need 50. We can do it, you guys. Come on.
Nerd in Denial 226. Please, for the love of God, go watch our streams there, and we will see you guys next time. Hopefully next week we're not doing another rant. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.